What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Comeback Pod. And I know we just had a video yesterday. Well, actually today. I don't know when this video is going to come out. Probably going to come out tomorrow. So actually it was yesterday, but it's the same day. I'm not going to lie, y'all. It's the same day. Another video. Locked in. I told y'all we was locked in. 2 videos in a week. I'm not going to lie. I don't think I've ever done that. So let's talk about opening day. We start off with a absolute classic of a game. We start off with Rockets versus OKC. My first early thought to the game was Amen Thompson had Shai in purgatory. I'm not lying. This is like the Shai that I was seeing off the rip was not looking like the MVP Shai that we saw win it last year, right? He did end the game with 35 points, but honestly, he got a lot of that at the end of the game. I just love what I saw from Amen Thompson on defense, but on offense, we'll talk about it. But let's start off with the winner. So the OKC Thunder ended up winning 125-124 against the Houston Rockets in a double overtime classic game. I just want to say well done. NBC, very welcoming. I love everything that NBC has going. Very excited for the rest of the season. And I just want to say an absolute banger for the first game. So with the OKC Thunder, I want to talk about Chet. Early in the game, you know, the Rockets came out with their 6'7", rest 6'11" lineup with Men at the point guard, KD at the shooting guard, Jabari Smith Jr. at the small forward, Alper Sengun at the 4, and Steven Adams at the 5, right? So automatically, I assumed that they were going to be struggling with guarding the perimeter and guarding faster people, even though I knew they were going to be in zone. But I thought that was going to be the thing that hurt them a lot. But as I'm seeing, the versatile big man is going to be very hard for them to stop, because if you really think about it, the people that they would usually have on a Chet or, like, let's say like a Wemby or something would be like a Jabari Smith Jr., you know, somebody that's still mobile, that still has length. But with Jabari Smith Jr. being the 3, he has to guard some guards, because if you throw Sengun on a Cason Wallace, who's a lot faster than him, or if you throw Sengun on a Lou Dort, who's a lot faster, who was a beast on the offensive glass today and the defensive glass as well. Shout out to Lou Dort. You're going to get torched. So I'm realizing, like, just based off this first game, with this lineup that they have, the bad defensive things that we're going to see is when they face a versatile big man. Because Chet was keeping it pretty simple as well, not doing too much, hitting threes, hitting the nice floats. Isaiah Hartenstein got some floats in there too. I like the duo that I'm seeing between Hartenstein and Chet during this game as well. Yeah. Early Chet was definitely killing them. Amen Thompson was doing his job on Shai, like I mentioned earlier. But obviously Shai is still the MVP. He's gonna get his buckets. And as y'all see, if y'all watch my previous video, please go watch it. I do have Shai as my MVP for this year as well. And he went out there. He had a +3, ±. He did pretty well. I know not having J-Dub out there, you could see that it was definitely having a toll on Shai, because he wasn't able to have a lot of creators out there. And then later in the game, we did see Chet foul out. We saw Isaiah Hartenstein foul out, which left them with lineups of Shai, Alex Caruso, Cason Wallace, Lou Dort, and Jalen Williams. I mean, you don't really have any shot creation there, which is it. Honestly, going into OT without extra shot creation besides Shai, honestly, you would think that the Rockets had this in the bag. It would have been easy, but Amen Thompson did go down with some cramps. But you would think this would be easily in the bag. But the only thing is, it's still Shai. Shai came out, and even though they knew that Shai was going to go try to get the bucket, Alex Caruso was trying to do some crazy stuff. He was trying to throw the game away. Crazy threes missing. Tried to dunk on. It was either Sengun or Steven Adams, but tried to dunk on him. Failed. It was just a lot going on, but Shai somehow got it done. OKC looking amazing even without J-Dub. Definitely some little things to work on, but I feel like they look like the same team as they did last year. Isaiah Hartenstein ended with 6 points but 9 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds. So even with the big lineup, you would think that this team would out rebound the OKC Thunder by a lot. But honestly, if we look at the rebound count, the OKC Thunder had 39, and I mean the Rockets did have 51. So it really is all how you look at it. They had 51, so that is a lot. But the offensive rebound count was 16-12, so that wasn't too crazy. Aaron Wiggins came in looking amazing. Also, AJ Mitchell too. AJ Mitchell, very underrated. Their team is so deep. So let's go over to the Houston Rockets. I know the stats for Kevin Durant look good, 23, 9, and 3. But me personally, I always have this gripe with Kevin Durant. I believe Kevin Durant had about 15 points or 17 points at halftime and only ended with 23. He only had one bucket in the clutch, which was a very important layup to end an and one. And then he also missed a free throw that would have probably won them the game as well. So KD does this thing, right, where he look, we know him as a top 10 scorer all time. He's a top 10 player in the league right now. Should be for a lot of people. But he does this thing where when the clutch time comes or the fourth quarter comes, he's not taking the buckets. Kevin Durant, you are a top 10 scorer. You are 7 feet tall with a 6'4" Lou Dort on you. Lou Dort is an amazing defender. Man, if you don't go get that ball, I saw too many times in this game where he's waving off the ball, telling Reed Shepherd to go get it. Kevin Durant, go get the ball, especially in a time where they need a bucket. I saw too many times where we had Alperen Sengun going up something he has no business going up with, Men Thompson going up with something he has no business going up with, and Reed Shepherd, who this is his second season, basically his first, he barely played last season, who is taking shots that he should not be taking. Kevin Durant, you are KD. Go get the ball. I counted. It was one time in the clutch time where it was 6 possessions without Kevin Durant touching the ball. There should never be a point. 6 possessions where Kevin Durant does not have the basketball in his hands. It was really making me upset. They were calling me a glazer where I was with the homies who was watching it, and I kept talking about KD because he's actually pissing me off. I feel like everybody talks so highly about KD, but I'm not seeing it. He has to show me. I don't believe it. Let's get off KD. KD still went out there, had a good. I want to talk about shooting the 3 ball as well. So I already knew before the season started that this was going to be a very bad 3-point shooting team without Fred VanVleet, right? I didn't know where the 3-point shooting was going to come. I thought it was going to be Jabari, probably Jabari, KD, and probably Reed. Out there today, we saw Reed take a lot, which I knew he was going to do. He's going out there just to take them. They made Men Thompson shoot every time. They left him open throughout the whole game. You could tell that was one of the game plans, and he went 0 for 7. My thing is, I'm not mad that he missed. He should keep shooting. I'm happy as long as he's shooting, because if he develops that jump shot, his defense is amazing. His rim presence is amazing. He started off the game super high. I believe he had like 10 points in like the first 5 minutes or something like that. He was killing, right? And then we had Alperen Sengun hitting 5 for 8 from 3. He showed me. He came out there. He had 39. I mean, I took the PRA over. So look, hey, no biases though, but I took the PRA over. But he went out there, dropped 39. He showed me 10 for 11 from the free throw line. He was there. He showed me that this is going to be Alperen Sengun. I knew he was going to have a breakout year. I knew it was going to be amazing. Also following it up with 7 assists and 11 rebounds as well, which I knew with this team we're going to have to see Alperen Sengun and Men Thompson definitely step up as playmakers, but we know LP can do it. It's just he's going to have to do it a lot more often without having a lead ball handler like Fred VanVleet, or obviously Reed Shepherd. Once he comes into his own, we will probably see him. They tried it today, but I didn't like the reps that I saw from Reed Shepherd, honestly, as that lead ball handler role. But they made it work. They made it work. They lost, but they still are putting stuff together. I don't know how I feel about the Steven Adams and Sengun. I know it gets you a lot of offensive rebounds and a lot of second chance points. But I don't know how I feel about the big lineup yet. I feel like I have to see it again. But yeah, like the bench came in. I saw Clint Capella come in early. Dorian Finney-Smith didn't suit up today. Left ankle surgery, so he's not suiting up. I don't know when he's gonna come back. I like the minutes I got from Josh Okogie. Tari Eason could have been better. I expected a bigger role out of him, but you know, yeah, he'll do better next time. But yeah, those threes from Men Thompson really did cost them a lot of this game. Honestly, 0 for 4 from KD from 3-2 as well. I know KD's going to keep shooting it as well, but he had them 9 rebounds. You could tell he's definitely fighting on the glass. I think that's where they should hang their hat on is the glass, because they're going to out rebound almost every team in basketball. But that's really all I have to say for OKC Rockets. Shea down the stretch is amazing. That's exactly what I thought the Rockets were going to do. Give it to your star and move out the way. Give it to Kevin Durant, the easy money sniper. Hall of Famer. Give him the ball and move out the way, but they didn't do that, so it's okay. But they did give it to Shea, and Shea went down and won the game. Shout out Shea. Shout out OKC. Shout out Houston Rockets. Let's get on to our next game. I didn't really get to watch too much of the start of Lakers Warriors, but you could tell that the Lakers are definitely missing LeBron. This game is definitely looking like Luka versus the world. Honestly, I'm liking what I see from DeAndre Ayton. It's just DeAndre Ayton does a little bit of like things that I get confused about. Like he gets open passes, his hands are bad, can't catch the ball, like he's dropping the ball, fumbling the ball. I still don't understand why we're starting Gabe Vincent. Marcus Smart looked pretty decent in the minutes that he played. By far, though, Luka was out there killing. I mean, he shot 2 for 10 from 3 and still ended with 43 points. He took 27 shots, though, which is, you know what, Luka's going to take his shots. He had 43, 9, and 12. Like, Luka's a problem. I mean, if he keeps putting up stats like this, I mean, MVP could be in his future as well. I told y'all in my MVP prediction video, my award prediction video, that if somebody does have Luka win an MVP, I'm not against it, honestly. Then we saw Austin Reeves doing pretty good as well, which Austin Reeves always gets like a quiet 20 every game. Very, very quiet. You know, I feel like once Marcus Smart gets more what's the word that I want, more used to being on the Lakers, we'll definitely see him slide over to that starting position over Gabe Vincent, because I mean, 3 points as the starting point guard. You know, you played 20 minutes, you had 3 points. I mean, you played some decent defense, but honestly, obviously on the other end, you got Steph Curry to worry about and Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler was giving them buckets all night as well. I really don't have too much to talk about the Lakers. I thought the chemistry between Luka and DeAndre Ayton was going to be better. I don't feel like we saw as many lobs as we needed to see from them. But you know, we can't really talk about or have like a full judgment on the Lakers quite yet. We don't have LeBron back. So once we see LeBron there, we'll be able to see how they'll actually be. Because I feel like the starting lineup is most likely going to be Luka, Austin Reeves, LeBron, DeAndre Ayton, and Rui Hachimura. I know a lot of people are saying put Austin Reeves on the bench and put Marcus Smart into the starting lineup, which I wouldn't be opposed to. I would rather do that too, so then you can have that scoring off the bench, that scoring punch off the bench. But I don't feel like we need to talk about the Lakers anymore. Let's talk about the winners who won 119-109 in this game. Let's talk about the Golden State Warriors. Very impressed by Jimmy Butler. I feel like last year we saw Jimmy Butler and Steph gel a lot, but I feel like this year we're going to see a whole different Jimmy Butler. This is Jimmy Butler that is not fresh, but has been here for not a full year, but has been here now. I'm very, very, very happy with what I saw from Jimmy Butler. 31, 4, and 5. Had the energy early in the game. 16 for 16 from the free throw line, and then you already know Steph Curry out there is going to shoot them threes. Even though he only shot 3 for 9, his presence was felt. Somebody that I was very, very impressed with was Jonathan Kuminga. I know he's been going through a lot with the contract situation and not really wanting to be there, but if he can play like this, I think he might just end up staying. He might earn himself a role. Right. I like AirPods. AirPods goes out there, hustles, plays pretty good. Draymond at the 5. This is not the lineup that I thought they were going to run, though, originally. I thought they were going to have Kuminga come off the bench and put Al Horford into that starting role. Al Horford didn't play too well this game. 1 for 4 from 3, but as long as he's taking them, I'm not mad. And then you know Buddy Hield's going to come out and give you 5 threes at the start of the season. You know, he always does the same thing. Comes over, he looks amazing at the start, and then at the end, where'd Buddy Hield go? What happened to Buddy Hield? So shout out Steph Curry, shout out the Warriors. I feel like this is going to be a great season. I feel like this was a great season opener from both teams. Obviously, this Lakers-Warriors game wasn't as crazy as OKC versus Rockets. But this is my first time doing a after end of the day breakdown of the games that we saw. So let me know in the comments if this is something that you do want to see. I'm gonna get some clips out of it. I just want to be active and post a lot more. Anything that y'all do want to see, let me know in the comments. And we are starting DRU back up next semester, so y'all are gonna get DRU videos as well. Also, I'm starting interviews back up with the Morehouse basketball team, so y'all will have some interviews there. So thank y'all for coming out to this video. This is gonna be one of the short videos. I don't want to have it too long. And yeah, have a nice one, y'all. Bye.
Baby, I can pop out right now, put my big one on these hoes, damn. I'm not acrobatic, I'm not flipping on my bros, no. All my shit be factual, I cannot get it stolen, no. I'm not talking shit, I catch a bitch before I catch a cold.